Welcome to the Tom and Frenchy podcast. Oh, school's in session.
That was the school bell.
This is the Bongwater High themed episode.
Bongwater High is what, Tom?
It's a school.
It's a school.
And it's basically a stoner school where the students and teachers are stoners.
It's based in real life and exists in real life.
It's a place of dreams.
It's a place of dreams. And we're going to start this podcast off with the theme song.
Pack me up a bong, don't take too long. I wanna smoke forever, getting red eyes and bongwater high.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Isn't that lovely?
It's a very nice start to our episode. So basically, on the Roundabout Crew, we just released Bongwater High, which me and Frenchy are both in and beautiful in it, I believe.
Yep.
Would you say we
I'd
look
say
good as older gentlemen?
I'd definitely look better as an old man.
You play Mr. Packabong,
Mr. Packabong.
and I play the principal.
And you're trying to slowly turn my character into a pedophile, which I don't like.
What do you mean?
Well...
What's wrong with that?
I don't have a problem with it, but the other two videos we did for Bongwater High, he's just a kooky old dude that likes getting stoned, and then towards the end of this one, from nowhere, he's at the talent show. He's like, "Oh yeah."
Well, that's where he finds out.
trying
It's a long plot.
It seems like unnecessary. I feel like there should be a different teacher.
Well, throughout my videos, I'm slowly going to start putting in little Easter eggs for our fans to
little
find.
Easter eggs.
So you slowly, the pedo light shines off me and straight onto you.
That's the best. Instead of just not saying pedo jokes, you're just trying to accuse someone else. That's the best way.
Because they're quite funny, so I don't want to get rid of them entirely. I just want to slowly shift them towards you.
But every school does have a pedo teacher, so it is a good point.
Yeah, there always was that teacher that you're like, oh, he was a bit creepy.
They just
wasn't he?
their look lingers a little long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their shorts are a little too short.
Always first to volunteer to go to the school camps.
Yep. Yeah.
He's
Yep.
always there watching.
We had one when I was prac teaching in Wollongong High, and we had to send a note home with all the kids, and it said, and it was, ex-teacher Mr. Dunwoody has been, they found child porn on his computer. Don't worry, he's not with the school anymore. Blah 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 blah.
Jesus Christ!
So there was actual pedo in the school.
And his name was Dunwoody.
Dunwoody, D-N-D-U-N. Sorry,
His Woody is done now, isn't it?
Crazy, eh?
That's fucked up,
Crazy.
man. I've never heard of that. So they like full tell people. Like
Yeah,
they
had to, because it's just like, why is Mr. Dunwoody not teaching anymore? Oh, holiday. He's on a long holiday to jail.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Did we talk about how Rolf Harris was in that school? Like he got
I don't think we
released?
ever talked about it, because what's been happening, it's been a current theme of our podcast, is that we'll record it on Monday night or Tuesday night, and then something sick will happen the next day, and then it's 6 days till we talk about it. I'm not saying this is a good thing which happened.
Sounded a bit like it.
Rolf Harris got released, Australia's most famous pedophile,
Yeah.
arguably.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's true.
Or George Pell.
That's
now we
more
got
recent.
two. Now we got a big two. That's to the dream team.
It's like Guy Sebastian and Shannon Knoll.
Shannon Knoll, the big two. Man, imagine their conversations. Doesn't matter. So there was maybe the day after Rolf Harris he's out of jail. He's been out for a while. He just walked into a school and waved at the kids.
Yeah, the article headlines were like, Rolf Harris seen waving at children. And it's the fucking creepiest picture I've ever seen. He's like, ah.
I saw that and I thought, no, that's got to be clickbait. I'm like, that's clickbait. Something happened. He was in a car. No, he literally walked in.
Yeah. And just like loitering around, and the head teacher had to go out and be like, oi, mate, can you fuck off? Like, everyone knows you're a pedophile.
He's kind of like a bad boy teenager. There's, you know what I mean? There's one thing he's not allowed to do. He's like, oh.
Can't resist myself.
I could not stop.
Like my granddad had a sweet tooth for biscuits.
There you go.
Rolf Harris, children.
Well, your mum's like, don't eat this cake before dinner. And the badass teenager will be like, well, now I have to eat that cake, don't I?
Yeah.
Don't
And
tell me
the
what to do,
cake
mum.
is
Is
in
a
this
kid.
metaphor,
It's a child's cock.
Yeah.
So did you have a pedo teacher at your school?
Oh, there was a few suspects. Like, you'd just be like, he's a bit sus, isn't he?
Like what sort of, like the PE teacher?
Yeah, that type where he's like kind of trying to be cool with the girls, and you're like,
I hate to say that because I was a PE teacher, but they often are the susser ones.
well, then you're only proving your point.
Apart from me.
You definitely were.
No way, I was good. If anything, I was too laddie with some of the boys.
Right.
Like I'd high five them and shit. Go, what's
Slap
up,
'em on the
boys?
bum
How's
in the
your
showers.
I don't slap them on the bum. I'd be like, oh, what's up? How's your weekend? Pull
Yeah.
any mingers?
That's pretty funny. Yeah, you would have been a weird teacher. Hard to take seriously.
I was. That was the problem. That's why
Yeah.
it wasn't a success.
Mm.
But I also like every school has these cliched lot of teachers.
Yep.
You've got a kooky science teacher. There's always just a fucking character.
Yeah.
The science,
They're a bit odd.
well, their science attracts weirdos because often people who do science are very smart, but they don't have a lot of people skills.
Yep.
And so if you got someone who actually knows his shit at chemistry or biology, generally they're going to be, physics, they're going to be just fucking oddballs.
Yeah.
I've been in a few science staff rooms and I'm just like, they're kind of like, you know that show Rick and Morty?
Yep.
Kind of like Rick, but
Less cool.
a lot less cool.
Yeah,
Just like, what?
And then you'd have like sociology teachers, what kind of bitches. I had one of them.
Yeah, they're always
She was
middle-
a real bitch.
Middle-aged women who talk about their kids. That's English, history, geography staff rooms.
I had a teacher called Mr. Armstrong, and since he had my surname, he used to hook me
No.
up with good grades.
No
be like-
way. And what do you hook him up with?
Hand jobs. It's not true. Don't fire the old man.
What if he gets fired from this?
That'd be a bit sad.
So he actually gave you good grades.
Well, I obviously wasn't smart, so it must have been that.
He actually, really? That's nepotism. That's a big word, everyone. You're welcome. You learned something today.
People from Nepal.
It's what it means. Ni hao. We haven't said
Oh,
good hello
shit.
to our foreign listeners.
And we haven't mentioned the fact that we're wearing schoolboy uniforms.
Oh, are we?
yeah.
Just
that's
wearing
what-
white shirt today.
You don't like didn't think my hat was a bit different?
No, I just thought so
A
people can
Legionnaire's
see you
hat?
coming. And
Yeah,
for those
this
who are
is
listening, he's
wearing a
wearing
bright orange fluoro.
Legionnaire's hat.
Yeah, this is state assigned as part of my probation.
And I don't know if Legionnaire's hat means something to our foreign listeners. It's that hat that special kids wear. It's got the flaps over the ears and down the back. It's special kids or
Mhm.
hipsters nowadays.
Yep.
And
Ironic guys at festivals.
ironic people at festivals. I bought that one and it's just too bright for me. You don't want to go a kooky hat and a bright kooky hat. That's too much.
You reckon?
Yep.
I've never heard you say something's too much.
Well, I'm learning. I'm growing up.
No, you're not.
I'm wearing a white shirt, everyone. I've got a Jar Jar Binks necklace. It's a little chain and it's got a Jar Jar Binks Lego piece. They attach.
Where'd you get
for
that
me.
from?
It's from a market. They're
Yeah,
like, we
right.
can turn Lego pieces, Lego men into necklaces. You had me at Lego men, then necklaces, double. And it's actually the first time I've worn it because it looks quite stupid. Misa looks stupid.
Oh no! I thought you were being just racist or
It's
something.
going
for a
to
second.
turn into a Jar Jar Binks themed episode.
I hope
Do your
so.
best Jar Jar Binks.
I don't know it very well.
I was like Yoda.
I'll take it.
No, very well, I don't.
I really don't know much about Jar Jar Binks.
So you got your stereotypical teachers. Did you have a stoner teacher? One you're like, I reckon they smoke weed.
Oh, always the art teachers.
Art, always, or drama.
You walk in and they've got clay all over their hands, but it hasn't been like, no one's made clay. You're like, what's going on?
The drama teachers fucking got their shoes off, and
yeah.
they're just fucking spinning in circles as you
And you
walk
know-
in.
you
There's
know
that
that
weird music
They
going.
always wanted to make it as an actor, but it just didn't happen for
Yeah.
them. So now they're just
Smoking weed to dull the pain.
pretty much.
Which is a good way to dull the pain. You don't want that alcoholic teacher who dull the pain through
Oh yeah.
Bundaberg and domestic
And he's like
violence.
he's like a woodwork teacher and he hits
Yeah.
the kids. He hits them with a 2x4 if they don't glue it right or something.
It's just a lot of aggression. You call that chiseling? It's like, fuck. Why would I know how to chisel, mate? Look
Yeah,
at
like,
me.
What? Unless I'm gonna be a carpenter, I'm never gonna chisel.
I did woodwork for years 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow, that's a lot of woodwork.
Well, you have to do 7, 8. I chose as elective for 9, 10. I wish I didn't. It was too masculine for me.
I can't imagine you building anything.
Yeah. Fair call. I wasn't good. In year 8, I did this one, or 7 maybe, and you had to make there was these things called CDs. Have you heard of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a lot of our younger listeners might not have heard of them. You had to make a CD stand.
Gotcha.
And I decided to do it. I put pumpkins on the end. You put pumpkins on the end. You do 3 sort of dowels, I think they're called, those round, long wooden...
Sorry, what? Pumpkins?
Well, I shaped the wood into a pumpkin. I cut it out and made it a pumpkin. So not an actual pumpkin. I should have specified.
I was very confused.
It was a wood-shaped pumpkin. And then I
Halloween
attached it with
themed?
3 long wooden wads, and then another pumpkin on the end. It wasn't Halloween themed, but they actually liked it. So they were going, unbeknownst to me, they were going to show it as like the year 7 showcase, something like this, where parents come in. I didn't know this because the last lesson I had a bit of spare time on my hand because I'd finished. So I got a bright green permanent marker and drew a little face on the pumpkin with these thick rimmed glasses, like real thick eyebrows, mustache, and just really went to town on it. Teacher didn't like it. I thought that was more creative, and so it got kicked out of the showcase, and that's when I gave up my dreams of being Jesus the carpenter.
Yeah, man. Imagine the life you could have led. You could have built these chairs we're sitting in.
Sliding doors. It's a really sliding doors moment.
You could have been successful.
Still, no matter how many trains I missed, I don't think that's in my future.
Yeah, I never got to do woodwork.
Not even for year 7 and 8.
Yeah, you know how year 7 and 8 you usually just get assigned shit?
You try... Well,
you're meant to try stuff, and they kind of rotate. I think
like every term, you're doing like metal or woodwork or
I
art.
didn't do metalwork. I didn't do woodwork. I did cooking.
Oh.
Which was actually sick because we just cooked
Yeah,
food.
that'd be awesome.
So you're actually like, it's pretty sick. Like,
and you get to eat your own food.
Yeah. One day we had fucking toffee, right?
Ooh.
Made toffee.
Ooh.
And one of my mates got excited.
Yeah.
He wanted to eat the toffee.
Yep.
Went to pick up the little patty cake. Fucking burning hot toffee.
Yep.
Like spilled out. And since it sticks to the skin, it's like the worst thing in the fucking world. So it like burnt, molded his hand.
Oh.
He had to go to hospital.
It's like sizzling and stuff.
Yeah, it would have been fucking horrific.
And then you obviously waited for your toffee. You waited till it cooled. You took it to your favourite teacher, Mr. Armstrong, put in your anus and got your present.
I go, I'm a push pop. Push me in the belly. Jesus Christ, Frenchy. This has gone to shit already.
Oh, this is good. What other stereotype teachers are there?
Oh, man. We had outdoor ed teachers. Did you have outdoor ed?
Yeah, they were kind of like, just like, they were good. They were like,
basically PE teachers.
They were PE teachers, but a bit more culty.
Yeah, true.
Because they lived out, like, they
fucking
had all these
love
weird
cargo
songs
shorts.
and shit. And, fuck, they love cargo shorts.
Don't they? They love those zip-on, zip-off ones.
The more pockets, the better.
They love fucking tying knots.
How
I was
many-
always shit at tying knots.
How many fucking compasses do they have? They got fucking
Yeah.
18 pockets in their cargo shorts.
We do like orienteering. They just dump us in the fucking bush and give us a compass. It's like, no, mate. I have no idea. I didn't listen for any of this. I'm just following the sound of other people.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, you're not actually going to get lost.
Yeah.
That's it. With outdoor ed, you can always cheat. Well, actually, with any school subject.
Did you used to cheat?
Yeah, all the time.
I used to cheat as well. Like I'd like put little notes in my calculator and shit.
Oh, I didn't do
Hide
that.
stuff. Yeah.
I'll
fuck
just
yeah.
look at other people's work.
Oh, I'd do that as well.
Yeah.
I used to get real creative. Go deep with my cheating.
Like pretend you're blind and put the answers on the your glasses.
Yeah.
Like, I need my glasses and my guide dog, and then you teach the dog the answers.
No, you teach the dog sign language and tell you the answers.
You're like, what about question 1? He's like, rough. That's C. Oh, no, okay, thank
That's
you.
brilliant.
I was sat. You just sit next to the Asian kids, the smart Asians, not the dumb ones.
Yeah. I did used to cheat, and then you've got to like change it enough that it doesn't look like you copied them. Because if it's exactly the same, you're in trouble as well.
Yeah, it's a. For those listening, kids, don't cheat. Don't cheat.
I had a mate who got real stoned and went to science class, and he forgot he had a test, and he was like baked out of his brain. And he got his test back a few weeks later, and for one of the answers, He'd just drawn a can of beans in a spoon.
What?
He was just so baked. That was just one of his
What was
answers.
the question?
Unrelated to that.
That sounds like a Bongwater High episode.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Write it in. Write it in. Did you have a WAG school?
Oh, not often. My parents would get heaps cut, man.
Yeah.
Like, really? Did you?
I didn't do it often at all. Like, I remember one time me and my mate snuck out the back of school and we were so paranoid. And we just went back to his place and played Nintendo.
What game?
I think it was GoldenEye.
That's a great wag. You want to make sure you make the most of it if you wag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to just be like...
Because then you just stress the whole time. You're like,
midday
fuck, I'm going to
TV
get in
and shit.
trouble.
If the surf's good, you're wagging to go for a wave. Smart move. You know what I mean?
I couldn't surf.
Yeah, but like you can... like because you can't catch up on those waves at night. No, because you can't see. You can catch up on the work you missed at night. Smart move.
Yeah.
Did you have a hot teacher?
Yeah.
What'd
We
she
had
teach?
She was a PE/cooking teacher.
Oh, that's the dream woman.
So I think they just shove her in cooking just because she was good at nutrition, because she
Oh,
was
yeah.
fit. They were like, nah, she knows what she's eating.
Yep.
She's good.
Yep.
And
she just cook you up, pussy.
yeah, she just get the wooden spoon out,
Okay, go.
stir it like a cauldron.
You're getting a pussy juice.
Yeah, but all us boys would be like, oh shit, Mrs. Oh, I better not say her
So
name.
why can't you say a name?
It's very specific.
More specific than Mr. Armstrong, who you called a pedo before?
That's a generic
You're
name.
just saying this teacher's hot. You're not like... And she's probably old as fuck now, and so it's probably
Yeah,
a
I don't want
compliment.
someone to shame me.
Well, now
Like, look
she's
how
listening
old she
going,
is.
someone thinks I'm hot again.
Or
She might sneak into your DMs after this. You might get
am
laid
I
from
leaving
this.
all the teachers hanging? So like,
Oh, so they all sneak into your DMs.
they all think I'm talking about
I
it.
like that. I like that.
Did you have a hot teacher?
I see you. Yes and no. You know what I mean? It's like I don't actually know if she was hot looking back on it,
Right.
because they're in that position of power. You've just got these hormones, this constant boner. You're like, fuck, oh, if there's some cleavage, I'm fucking getting done to that. She got a little G on today.
Yeah, I remember that. The teacher would do
There's
that.
actually, I
sometimes.
don't think there's any teachers I didn't wank to.
Even the men.
I don't think there's any teachers I didn't wank to.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't think I wanked to the men. They didn't show enough skin, bro. They got
Yeah,
these fucking
true.
trousers on.
Did you ever have those PE teachers that, like, if a team was down a player, they'd be like, it was their time.
That was me.
That would have been you.
Swear.
And you'd show everyone up. And
I purposely make the teams unfair so I can play. Otherwise, I'm just walking around with a whistle getting bored as shit. Whereas if there's one team all nerds and they're down like 5-0, I'm like, oh, well, I got to play on this team. Is that fair? And the jock's like, we don't care, sir. We'll fucking smash you. And then I can get out all the anger of them just annoying me all lesson in a legal way. Big,
Yeah.
hard tackle, let them know. Soccer, not footy. They'll still smash me at footy.
that's funny, man.
Did you have a teacher who did that?
Yeah, I remember everyone was so impressed by him. He was like an older dude, like a real footy head, and he was just so good at it. We were like, fuck, he's good.
Yep.
I can't imagine that was you.
Yeah, no, I'm quite good at some sports.
Mm.
Do you want to have it? I'd like to have a challenge. Do you want to,
Yeah, what do you
sporting
wanna do?
Olympics?
What do you want
Like
to
Billy Madison, me versus you. Academic decathlon.
I was trying to think of what it was called.
That's what it's called.
Yep.
Okay, podcast listeners.
Academic.
Let us know in the comments of whatever we post ever. If you want to see the academic decathlon, it's going to be all the subjects you learn at school and sport. And is that all we need to do?
Yep. And I'll bring the toffee.
And then something to do with drinking too.
Of
I
course.
think it's funnier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been drinking much lately.
Maybe smoke some meth.
Excuse me?
Do a cross country.
Smith.
What? Smith.
It's a fusion word.
Okay, Tom.
Everyone thinks you
The
smoke
Tom
meth.
versus Frenchy. That's. I was actually getting not annoyed by it the other day, but it's for many years those comments has been happening.
Mm.
Like Frenchy looks like a cracker in this one, to be honest. Stay off the meth pipe, Frenchy. It's like,
It's very unoriginal.
well,
Or is it just very true?
I was gonna write back and rip the guy who wrote it, and then I saw the eyes in the video, and I get these bags, man.
The bags of meth. From down the
Yes. Okay, any more school chat we want to do, Tom, to celebrate Bongwater High's release?
Do you have a best school memory? something that I remember a good day. We I brought in a can of WD-40 and we had these slippery floors, and I just sprayed them up, and we just stood back and watched every person who came into the canteen eat shit. It was hilarious.
That is probably the coolest thing you've ever done.
It was hilarious.
It's like uncalled for Home Alone prank.
Yeah,
It's just-
totally. Just watching kids, and they fall onto their backpacks so they don't get hurt. It's just very funny.
Just like that was like a prank before pranks.
Yeah.
Like they're like
The
Vitelli.
WD-40, I'm telling you, people slip like
Whose
fuck.
idea was it?
Mine.
You're a psycho. That's great. What happened to this ingenuity?
I don't know. I got old.
Did you get in trouble for it?
I don't think so.
Just
Did you ever get in trouble at school?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. I got in trouble a few times, and it
No, I
scarred
got
me
in
because I was
trouble.
always like a pretty nice kid, but I was just had a sick sense of humor.
I was just a smart ass. And so the teachers don't like that, especially when you're smarter than them, because teachers are idiots. Fact.
I think that was more the old Frenchy ego rather than a fact. It sounds like you're ripping a bong right now. That sounds so much like a bong. Bongwater high.
No, I got in trouble a lot. But it was like, you know what? Haters gonna hate. Haters
Okay.
gonna hate,
Yeah.
hate.
Interesting. Taylor Swift.
I'm just gonna shake it off. I didn't really do many pranks like that though, Thomas.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
My the jocks in my year used to do this prank where they'd tackle people and make them eat grass.
Oh,
I think we talked about this before.
I don't think so.
Okay, well it's called moseying. They called it.
Did you get bullied?
No, that was funny. And then we laughed after when I'm coughing up the grass. It was really funny.
That sounds funny, man. I remember on April Fool's Day, I made my mum put a sling on my arm and bandage my arm, and because she's a nurse. And then I
Yep.
went to school and said I broke my arm and I didn't have to ride all day. I never told my teacher it was a prank. So it's like didn't really make sense.
What? So the next day you just came without a broken arm,
Yeah.
and what did your teacher say?
Better,
She thought it was a 1 day break.
I guess.
Told
so.
you, teachers are idiots, mate. I
Yeah.
told ya.
She probably didn't give a fuck. And then another time I put Glad wrap over the toilet seat. I heard that was a funny prank. Have you heard that one?
Yeah.
I
And
went
then when
in
you
to
do a
check-
shit, it can pop, bounces back up to your mouth and you eat it.
Well, that was kind of the cartoon version I thought it would be. And then I went to check on how my prank was going, and it was a fucking mess. There was just shit and piss everywhere.
Oh, it's still there.
It was like Glad wrap kind of half folded down.
Oh.
Shit and piss like all over the seat. Like it was a fucking mess. Not very funny in retrospect.
It's pranks that you can't watch are weird. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That was
that's
a
proper level of
like that sounded like a funny
sati-
prank in my head, and then when you don't see it, it's just gross.
It was
You just see the aftermath.
it's a proper level of psychopathic, I think. Like I do this one, it's not a real prank, it's just to annoy people. It's just where at the hotels where you take off the do not disturb sign on people's doors.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's so good, but you never get to see the results.
true.
And it'll just annoy someone, mildly inconvenience them.
Well, imagine if someone's like wanking and the cleaners come in. Hilarious.
And then that's
But-
how they meet and they get married.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, there you go. It's a new video.
So
I'm
you're
working
like
on.
you're like a bogan hitch.
It's a new. That would be a good video.
The bogan hitch.
Hitch. Oi, the sequel to Hitch, but it's me.
Oh, and you do blackface
Why would I do blackface?
because it's a sequel.
You can be a different character.
Oh, okay.
I don't
I
have to be Hitch.
I misread that situation.
Wait, do you want to do blackface for a podcast?
What do you mean?
No, well, we don't
won't,
film
we
it.
won't film it.
And then we just say we're in it, and then everyone will be like, "Did they do it? Did they not? Are we? Can we be angry?" And then,
That's interesting.
mm,
If a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it, did it really fall?
yes,
It's a bit of psychology for you.
but yes, it did
How do you know?
because you just said it did. You said if a tree falls, and that's the first line. So then a tree's obviously fallen.
I don't know, man. You lost me. So yes, let's do blackface.
Okay, cool.
Or will we? Keep guessing.
Yeah, good thinking.
We're definitely gonna do it though. Oh man, Did you do anything for Marty?
Sorry,
Sorry.
you were about to go on the trending topics of the week,
Yeah.
and I was thinking we should do something really offensive to get hype for this podcast.
I was listening to a podcast the other day,
Yep.
and I was blown away by how fucked up it was.
What do you mean?
It was...
Whose podcast?
It was called Cumtown. My brother told me to check it out.
You were surprised that a podcast called Cumtown is fucked up.
But, like, really fucked up.
Well, what's the premise?
It's just like dudes like us talking, but they're American, and there's maybe 3 of them.
Sounds like a lot of chads.
I don't know. They were just fucking heavy. They would, like, talk about raping and all this shit.
That still
But, like,
sounds
it
like
was-
a chad.
Oh, yeah. But, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It was just, like, the stuff they would
Is
say. I was like,
it
holy
a heavy
shit.
one or is it a comedy one?
It's comedy.
You can't really say the R word that much and make it funny. Do you know what I mean? You even saying the R word. Like, ranger's a funny word. That's a funny R word.
It's weird that you're saying the R word, man.
What
But yeah,
sort of-
I was surprised by it.
So even you were like, oh, don't say
I was
rape.
like, it
Just
feels...
say pedophilia. That's funnier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What sort of stuff did they say, Tom? You really seem scarred by this.
I can't even say half the shit because then we're bringing it here. Oh no, he's having another bong. Sorry, guys.
We really shouldn't talk about other podcasts on our podcast, though, either.
I'm saying it's shit.
Yeah, fuck them.
So you're in the right place. We wear hats here.
Which make no sense to the
No, we
people
go the
listening.
extra mile though. That's what it's all about.
Let's go the extra mile for this podcast. That's one of the big things we can do.
What's that mean?
I don't know. We said we need to do something big and offensive.
Yep.
We're going to go the extra
All right,
mile.
who are we going to call out?
to?
Who's someone in the media that's really grinding your gears, Frenchy?
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, fuck Jimmy Fallon. Fuck him.
What do you
He's
mean?
so patronising. We talked about it when he was doing the Backstreet Boys. He sucks.
I need more.
Just fuck him. Let's just.
You wanna
I'm
have
calling
sex
him
with
out.
him?
Who are you calling?
I want to call someone out like local. You want
Okay,
like
the,
an Australian media.
oh, just like the chick at Macca's or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, in Australian media.
Yeah, Australian media. Who's grinding your gears?
We-
I'll tell you what I'm sick of.
Mm?
Grant Denyer hosting everything.
Yeah, Grant.
Like he's literally, I reckon there's about 5 fucking game shows that he's hosting at the moment.
Even just the name Grant. Get a better name, cunt. Am I right?
Yeah. No, you're right.
What's the game shows?
There's heaps of them. I don't even know. I don't watch them. I just see him on like billboards. He's on a fucking morning show. Doesn't he have a radio show?
Give
as
someone
well?
else a job, mate. Like
How many jobs does that motherfucker need?
We need a job.
We need a job. I'm sure he needs a break.
Yeah.
Fucking take some time off. Let some new talent come through. Talent's loose. Let some new people come through.
I think we should call out someone everyone loves.
Like who?
Well, that's the thing is that's everyone's gonna be like, oh, good on you calling out Jimmy Fallon finally. Yeah. Well, that's not gonna get in the news. Like, who's Australia's most beloved person? Well, not Australia, America's, anyone's. Maybe Beyonce, Lady Gaga. I'll call out one of them. That other cunt.
You want
What?
to call out someone real nice?
Yeah, really nice. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Fuck that good-looking, nice motherfucker.
Yeah, I've heard he's really nice to people on
Yeah,
set.
doesn't
Fuck
cheat
you,
on his
man.
wife and
Yeah.
learns people's names, remembers them the next year. Fuck him.
I heard he buys everyone on set lotto tickets.
I heard he can sing and dance and act and suck dick.
I heard the sucking dick bit. Do you reckon
Yeah.
that's true?
Fuck
Do
oh.
you reckon he's got a bit of that Travolta?
Yeah. Oh no, I don't know. I was just saying that. Have you actually heard that? He sucks dick.
Yeah. Mr. Armstrong told me.
There's the rumor.
That's not new.
I actually haven't heard that.
A man who sings and dances doesn't have
Yep.
rumours.
Yep.
Frenchie, you're on thin ice, mate.
No, mate. I don't give in to your stereotypes
Why'd you really pronounce the S then?
because I thought you need to open your mind. A man
So
can
now
sing
I'm
and
in
dance.
trouble for calling out
A
a
man
guy.
can sing and dance and not suck a dick.
Absolutely.
Name one.
Oh,
So you don't believe it.
I don't.
I can. Hugh Jackman.
He's got Jack and Man in
But
his
we actually were getting onto the trending topic.
See how you made me call
Semi-related.
someone out? I called him out
Semi-related.
and then you shamed me. I literally was doing our plan.
You shamed
And you
yourself
shamed
with
me.
that hat, mate.
It's your hat. God damn it. This has gone to shit.
But I'm not wearing it. Mardi Gras was on the weekend. That was the first of our trending topics. Me and Tom both live in Sydney, which is the heart of Mardi Gras. Did you go? Did you participate? What do you want to talk
I didn't.
about?
I saw a lot of people participating. It looked like a lot of fun. A lot of Instagram was flooded.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot on Instagram.
Rainbow baby.
Oh, yeah. Lots of rainbows, lots of girls in glitter, guys in glitter. It looks like fun. I kind of wish straight people had some kind of festival. Except it would be disgusting.
Straight people do have a lot of festivals, mate.
What do you mean?
Pretty much every festival ever is the majority of straight people.
What you think?
You
gay
think there
people
should
can't
be
involved in?
You're saying
a dedicated.
a dedicated weekend for straight pride.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking BuzzFeed hear this, they're gonna be on you, mate.
Mate, you want to get press?
Yeah, good call. Yeah, you're dead right. There's not a lot for straight people.
But then I was thinking, because on my Instagram story, I've got a lot of gay friends, but
Yep.
a lot of straight friends seem to get on the bandwagon and try and take...
They do.
I reckon that if I was a gay man,
Yes.
I think it'd start to piss me off. Because it's like, it's our day. Yeah, you can support it, but you're kind of just doing it so you can get hot Instagram photos and look... You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
I feel like they're kind of trying to steal it.
Some people do try to make it about me. You know what I mean? And that's the same with
100%.
everything.
And I'd be kind of like, dude, just let us have this weekend and fuck
But
off.
so
out
what
of
are
our
you saying?
float.
You're saying that they should go and celebrate but don't take photos? What are you trying to say?
I'm saying support, but you don't have to fucking be head front center of the parade.
Okay,
Like,
so
let
it's
them-
straight people on floats is what you don't like.
Yeah, and just
My
like,
mum was on a float last year and the year before and the year before that.
Really?
Yep. So what are you trying to say about my mum? Well, 'cause she works in like King's Cross, so she's like does a lot of stuff.
Right.
Oh, that's a long hair.
Oh,
I just pulled a really long hair off myself.
was that from your balls? Very straight.
So she's
What was
not,
your mum doing on the
so
float?
she's not allowed to be on the float. I don't know. All the workers for that particular centre
Right.
got to be on the float.
I don't know. I just think I see some girls and I'm like, are you in it for the right reasons or are you just trying to look hot on Instagram?
I think porque no los dos. Why can't it be both?
I'd like to hear from gay people.
So
I wish we had some kind of phone line. Do you think they're stealing your fire a little bit?
okay.
Trying to get up in your grill? Just
Well-
let us have this. Let us celebrate. Like you're throwing me off. Like I'm out at Mardi Gras. I'm looking for some dudes to smash. Like some get my butt done.
It's
And
like,
then it's like all
that's
these
like
straight
saying,
dudes.
should straight people be at gay clubs?
Probably not.
Okay, you've been to them before.
I went with you once and you left me. You fucking ditched me. And we were there because you were tuning some chick
It was
and you fucking left
it was
me.
a cougar. She took us there. I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, well, thanks for leaving
It
me.
was an older lady. Well, we're gonna start getting guests on this podcast.
Yep.
So when we get our first gay guest, we'll have to ask them that.
Yeah.
Remember it.
I won't remember.
Tom's got a lot of questions.
I've got terrible memory.
You seem weirdly angry about it.
I've just been seeing it all weekend. It's been building up. It's just all over Instagram, man.
Okay, mate. Okay.
I'm just saying, if I put the effort into getting on a float,
Tell you what, there's some good bodies running around
Oh.
Sydney. Oof,
those men
Oof.
look after themselves.
don't they?
Us.
They should be teaching cooking classes and PE because fucking hell, they look jacked. There's some tight figures.
Why have you got an erection? It's fucking really weird.
There's no way for me to prove that I don't either because it just look weird. No, I don't. I swear. Look, listen.
I can hear the heartbeat. You know, if it's got its own heartbeat, it is throbbing.
Eat me.
Oh, Jesus.
What was the next of the trending topics, Tomas?
You know how we talked the other week about that mountain lion?
Yes.
The guy who was jogging, fucking a mountain lion came out.
Killed a mountain lion. We're all for it. We're all for it.
It came at him. He stood his ground. It fucking latched onto him. He choked it out with his feet.
Yep.
He turned his body around, choked it out with his feet, and killed it.
Yep. You got to do what you got to do to survive.
And we were like, this
Survival of the fittest.
He's a bad motherfucker. And we were like, he wasn't that tall. He didn't weigh much. We were like, how did he do it? Turns out it was a fucking cub. A fucking baby.
A child.
No.
A baby mountain lion.
A baby mountain lion.
How many weeks or years old?
Sure.
How many? How old was it?
I don't know.
How big was it? The size of...
A cat. A house cat.
Fuck off.
I don't
That
know
is
how
tiny.
big it was. It was just a baby, so it wasn't that big.
Oh,
so
that's
he made it
changed
out
everything.
that it was a fucking like cheetah.
That's changed
And he's killed
everything.
a fucking cat.
Maybe it was unprovoked. I'm starting to think that.
I think he was just drowning cats in a bucket in the forest.
We've got a few good updates from our stories. Like,
Yeah,
that's
we
a
say one
really
thing.
that's a twist.
Mm.
That was a good twist to that story.
What do you reckon the next twist will be?
That he owed it money,
Right.
or he'd take the
It was
cat.
his
had
wife
just,
in a cat outfit.
yeah, and had just taken out a insurance policy
insurance.
for it, or something like that.
Fuck. Pet insurance.
Pet insurance.
Who was his pet?
That was that used to be my best line on Tinder.
I remember.
So for those not listening, if you need a line for Tinder, this is a classic I used to use
For
back in the
those
day.
who aren't listening.
Those who are listening,
Oh.
if you need a line for or just life, you can use this at a bar. You can just walk up to a girl and say, "Hey, do you have pet insurance?" Generally, she'll go, "No." Lol, no. Why? You say, "'Cause I'm gonna wreck your pussy."
Frenchie, that would have worked when you said it in 2015, but this is 2019.
Still work.
You can't tell girls that you're gonna wreck their pussies.
No, you can if you preface it with a clever line like that.
Well, then, so what? You're saying that you actually sell insurance?
Yep.
So she'll go, "Oh,
No, I don't have pet
want
insurance.
to take out a claim
Yep.
for $100,000
for my broken pussy.
for my Cheshire
But
cat."
but it's not actually like you don't actually get a baseball bat and hit a pussy. It's just a metaphor saying my penis is going to give it such a good
Yeah, yeah.
workout. It's gonna be sore, a little bit sore. You won't walk funny,
I got it.
but you'll be like, oh, did I have sex last?
But-
Yeah, you did.
Have you gauged some form of consent?
Uh,
Is this approach justified?
Okay, so you got to say, hey, do you have pet insurance? 'Cause I would like to wreck your pussy with consent.
Nope. You go, "I would like to take your hand in marriage."
And your pussy? When do we get to that? After marriage?
A few years after, when you're ready for kids.
Years up. Oh, no, well, then maybe that's what it means. I'm going to wreck your pussy by impregnating you.
Now
9
we're
months
talking.
later, you got a kid
now
out.
that's 2019.
Yeah.
Now you're on brand.
There we go, on brand.
He's back.
I'm back, baby. What we were talking about, the Cardinal Pell sentence came out the day after we dropped last week's podcast. So we didn't get a chance to talk about it. We have to talk about it because it's Tom's two favourite things.
What's that?
Men called George and pedophiles.
Mm-hmm. Just checking, and you are correct. I don't know much about this story. I know that he's a pedophile.
I
I
know.
know that a lot of politicians came out and defended him, which is pretty fucked up. Like John Howard.
Oh, he's just a good bloke, mate.
"Oh, mate, if it's got hair on it, it's fine."
Is that what he said? It's like, what? He's really gone off the rails since he lost his prime ministership. I knew he'd come out. Didn't him and Tony Abbott, they for our overseas listeners, they were ex-prime ministers. They came out and
In defense.
Oh, for those who don't know, a very famous priest got convicted of pedophilia in Australia. He actually got convicted months ago, but there was a suppression order, meaning that media couldn't even report on it because the Catholic Church is that powerful. The court just lifted the suppression order, and now they can discuss it. That's what
That's
happened.
so fucked.
Isn't that all crazy? So we can discuss it now, not get sued. It wouldn't have stopped us before, but
Do you reckon there's going to be a time when we look back on the Catholic religion and we're like, can you believe they got away with that shit?
Yes, it's
so
today and yesterday, and
But like,
every
it's a
time I
thing of
think
the
about
past.
it is. And they're
actual-
going to keep doing. If they're telling priests they can't have sex, they're going to have this pent up stuff and keep fucking kids.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
So this guy, this senior member, got convicted of this crime of fucking 2 kids. And what's the the interesting thing is that I know too much about it because I was down at my parents on the weekend.
Oh no.
My mum goes, so what do you think about it? I go, oh, well, good. He got what he deserved. I'm glad he's been sent to prison. He's a dirty pedo. She's like, I just don't know if he did it. And I'm like,
Disappointing.
I'm interested. I think sometimes my mum just loves taking the other side, the other point.
Yeah, right. You do that as well.
I do that. Yeah, well, that's who I got it off. So I'm going, Mum, you got to be trolling me. She goes, well, I've looked up a lot about the case, and it just some of the figures, some of the facts don't add up. And it's actually, she's got a few valid points. Well, the more I looked into it, I just got the headline going, oh, Catholic priests molest kids. I'm like, fucking guilty. Tick, of course.
Yeah,
Well, just flip a coin. It's 50% to have, 50% have it, really.
pretty much.
And
so what are these points?
So
I'm skeptical.
So the actual story is that there was these two teenage boys, young teens, and what had happened after like a church service, and there was like 10 minutes in between he's finishing and then he's going out to greet everyone. It happened in that 10 minutes, what they claim is that he lifted up his robes and fucking stopped him getting out of this special little room. And then the defense is claiming that the types of robes he's wearing, you can't actually take them off that easily. And the door was unlocked, so anyone could have come in, and it doesn't fit the. This is what my mum's saying. She goes, it doesn't fit the routine of grooming that the pedophile priests usually use. I go, oh, okay, so just because it's not like the other ones mean it didn't happen. She goes, no, I'm not saying that, but.
And the thing you have to understand is all those things are probably corroborated by like false facts. So
Yeah.
like, how do you know it was exactly 10 minutes?
Yeah. Well,
it's what the church said.
Well,
like,
but that's
probably.
like the routine of the day. It's like a normal
Yeah.
service. Yeah.
But not every day is the same. We all know that. Some days, yes, this is what you're meant to do, but you don't necessarily do it.
I think you did it.
I
but there's a
100%.
few more ones where she's like the other things that don't make sense. But it's
it's
what's fucked is that
it's just a bad.
there's two kids he did it to. One started getting very withdrawn, became a heroin addict, and then died a few years ago, and he never even admitted it. And everyone's like, "Why didn't he admit it if he did it?" It's because he's fucking ashamed, bro. Because it
fucks people up.
traumatic. Yeah, it's absolutely
belief.
traumatic. And then
I heard something interesting the other day. We were talking about this case, and a guy who is in like the film business, his job is to go to court as the guy who's dead.
whoa,
So, like obviously he can't testify
yeah, of course.
because he's dead. So he goes playing the part of that guy to answer questions. Something like that. And I was like, that's weird.
No, that doesn't make sense.
But it's legit. So now that's what they're currently waiting on. This guy's on a film at the moment, and they've got to wait for him to come back.
for the retrial.
So I don't know if he has the fact sheet and just does it for the theatrics of the court.
That sounds bizarre. I'd like
It
more
sounds bizarre.
information on that.
Yeah.
I'd like more information on that, Thomas. So that's the story if you don't know. And then I think it's good that it's the most senior member of the church ever to be found guilty.
And there's so many fucking stories of this happening.
Oh, it's just...
I listened to a podcast about the Catholic mafia and all the hundreds and hundreds of people they'd covered up. And like the police were in on it because they were Catholic and they were part of these small towns. So they'd help them, and it was like a full underground thing.
There's so many occurrences and so many criminals and this disgusting behavior. And then the church still doesn't pay tax.
I know. And same with like
what
fucking...
the fuck?
Like just fucking pay tax, cunt.
Pay tax cunts. Like seriously, how does the government not say, okay, every donation you get, you got to pay tax on because you're just funding pedophiles here?
Yeah, legit. And like Scientology as well. Like how many facts do you need that something's fucking bullshit?
My brother's got this good theory. Yep, we're going to talk about my brother again this week. He told me this theory on the way to the Tom's for the podcast. He reckons the church funded the documentary. Is it Leaving Neverland or Finding Neverland?
I think it's Finding.
The Michael Jackson documentary that's just come out, again, about pedophilia. There's a lot of hectic shit coming out with these really young boys. He reckons the church funded that, so it'd come out the same time as this. Everyone would focus on that one, which is worse because they're younger kids and they're not care as much about the other one.
But how fucked up is it how much shit's coming out? Did they also fund the R. Kelly one? Because
that's what he said. He said yes.
That's funny. Why is this? And they put Rolf Harris in the school the other day.
School. That's what they're doing.
They just pushed him out of a van into a school and he just started waving.
Wave, Rolf.
Smile and wave, Rolf.
Yeah, but celebrities will do anything if you pay them enough, won't they?
Yeah.
Segue.
Do you want me to get the clip up?
So what came out about this this George Pell thing was this guy called Tristan, I believe his name was. Someone paid a celebrity.
Yeah, it was Tristan.
Called Flavor Flav, who was a rapper for, what group was he in?
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy.
He's the guy who wears a clock on his neck.
He wears the big clock
Have
around
you
his
seen
neck.
his Bachelor show? He had a Bachelor show called The Flavor of Love, where it was just heaps like strippery chicks.
I think we need to watch that
And
together and
it
make
is-
a video about it.
It is unreal.
So some guy called Tristan paid Flavor Flav because you can pay celebrities to do shout outs
On this app called Cameo.
and he got him to do a shout out for his friend George Pell, I believe. I don't want to ruin it for you.
I've got the video here.
Tom's got the video here. We'll play the audio for just our listeners. It's worth listening to. You're going to be impressed.
Hey, yo, check this out. This is Flavor Flav in the place to be. Rockin' from the bottom to the T.O.P. Yes, I'm standing and I didn't fell, cause this message goes out to George Pell. That's right, book by Tristan. You know what I'm saying? For real. Hey, yo, George Pell, yo, I just gotta say, happy retirement, my man. You know what I'm saying? For real. And not only that, but you know what? I know you ran the boys' choir, man, you know what I'm saying? And all of the boys on the choir respected you, you know what I'm saying? And collected you, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that, tit for the pat, butter for the fat, kill the dog, the number slave the cat. It's like that, y'all. Can you handle it, son? A Flavor Flav is number one.
What about his freestyle as well?
Oh, happy retirement. Oh.
Killed the dog and then I slayed the cat.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
he
what the
slayed that
fuck are you
freestyle. That
talking
was
about?
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
So good. What a stitch up.
Oh, classic.
Love a good stitch up.
Classic.
The best thing is that was $150. He really coughed up
150.
for Flavor
American?
Flav. Yeah. For Flavor
What
Flav.
sort of celebrities are on the app?
So you got anything from like a teen mum star for like $10.
Yep.
Up to like 1,000 for like Dennis Rodman, Caitlyn Jenner. Everyone.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Kylie on it?
Nah. Oh, there's some good people. I think Jake Paul's on it. If you want
Jake
to shout
Paul's on it.
Yeah.
He should be on the same level as Teen Mum. Like $10.
$10. Yeah.
$10.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'd like to get Logan to do a shout out. That'd be good, actually. What else we got on our trending topics? I don't think we got anything more.
That's about it. It's been a pretty good episode.
I've got my granddad wrote a porno. I've found half the chapter. I believe I will have found the other half by next week.
It was the old half a chapter where it's ripped in half, I'm sure.
We've got Tom's getting the reviews up now.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen Bongwater High, go check it out.
Go check it
It's
out. You guys
on the
will like
Roundabout
it.
Crew. I've also got some merch that I made for Bongwater High.
Yep, that's who we're sponsored by today is Bongwater High merch.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool designs. I got a dude to illustrate for me. There's a Bong mascot logo shirt.
Ooh, okay. I'm
and
listening.
then there's a school crest,
Ooh, okay.
which has some
I like that.
weird stoner things on it.
Is there a hat like the one you're wearing right now?
I wish.
Mm,
But you
that-
can get school books.
School books?
You can get bags. You can get phone.
Are we talking about Office Works now?
Yeah, it's a great store.
What's the site they can get all that stuff off?
There's a link in the Bongwater High.
Link in Bongwater High
If you
bio.
just check that out.
Oh, I love that.
All right, let me get these fucking things up, but I'm struggling to find
You're
it.
right, mate. I'll keep plugging your shit merch for a bit.
Oh, it's great merch.
What materials the
I think it's made of
Oh, fuck.
seal skin.
We got one more thing to do.
What?
So because it's a Bongwater High school themed episode, we wanted to do a little quiz.
Oh, I
And
forgot
this
about
is
that.
going to be the best bit of the podcast.
Oh.
Well, no, because it's like stand-up comedy. For stand-up comedy, you got to start with your second best joke, finish with your best. That's how we structure these podcasts for you. So,
Right. So this BuzzFeed quiz is called "Can We Guess Your Age and Whether You Were Popular at School?"
I doubt it, because I'm going to fuck these questions up.
Pick a high school movie.
Pick a high school movie.
We've got High School Musical, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Clueless, The Breakfast Club, Grease, Bring It On, Superbad, Mean Girls, Easy A. If I was being honest, I would always go with Superbad because that is one of my favorite movies.
Being honest, I would always go with Frozen. So Superbad it is.
Definitely not an option. How would your friends describe you?
We're doing it for you, Thomas, but how would your friends describe you? Someone who isn't afraid to speak their mind? I don't know about that. Massive head I'm looking for. The kind of person you can always rely on.
I'd read them all. You've got quite a list.
The life and soul of the party. No, doesn't show up to the party more like. Am I right? High five.
No one high-fived him.
Someone
for
who
the
makes the
record.
best of any situation. None of these apply to you. The kind of person who always
I'm
make you
pretty
laugh.
sure that one does.
A hot mess.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
I'm hot.
I don't even need to see the other one. Oh, a child in the adult's body.
That's
You have had a kid in your body before.
Jesus Christ.
But we're going to go with hot mess. Which female movie star would you like to be friends with?
Oh, here we go.
Cameron Diaz, Dakota Fanning, Selena Gomez, Lucy Liu, Anne Hathaway, Emma Watson, Lupita Nyong'o. That's how you
I
pronounce
don't
it.
think it
Jennifer
is.
Lawrence, Anna Kendrick. Who you picking?
I would pick Selena Gomez.
What? The Hermione's there.
Where's she? Oh, I didn't even see her. Yeah, go her.
No, you're going Selena
Ah,
Gomez.
damn it.
Pick a brunch.
Oh, here we
Fuck
go.
this BuzzFeed.
Makes me hungry.
Waffles, pancakes, bacon sandwich, scrambled eggs on toast, cream cheese bagel, avocado toast with poached eggs, full English. There's a lot. Shakshuka,
Full English.
full English breakfast for brunch.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Mate,
I didn't eat breakfast in this scenario.
and that way you don't need lunch either.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah, that
two
makes
birds.
sense to me. Which TV show should you be on to
All
catch
of
Predator?
Sold.
Sex and the City, Friends, New Girl, Gossip Girl, The OC, Girls, 90210. I think this quiz might be for girls.
I think I'd want to be on the OC. Obviously.
The OC, yeah.
I'd be Ryan, the bad boy in town.
With that hat on, I don't think you would.
Hey Marissa, I'm a tough out of towner guy.
Wow, I'm a thin skank.
Let's fuck.
No, I wouldn't. I could never.
I didn't mean let's fuck. I meant, do you want pet insurance?
I don't know why.
Marry me.
Pick a school lunch.
Oh, more lunch? I just had brunch.
One of these school lunches is turkey dinosaurs.
That's
What the fuck?
particular.
Potato smileys and spaghetti hoops.
Fucking
Bolognese,
hell, very carb
fish
heavy.
fingers, turkey Twizzlers. You've already done a full English breakfast. You can't
Fucking
have
hell.
lunch.
These are very carby. Look, pie mash and cauliflower.
These must be American schools because Australian schools, we don't get all this shit,
cheese
guys.
pie. What the fuck is cheese pie?
Australian schools, you get a meat pie or sausage roll, or you can get to the back of the fucking line.
Fucking hell. I guess bolognese is pretty good.
Bolognese. What schools are getting
Who
bolognese?
has that for lunch?
Pick a quote from a rom-com.
Okay.
I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her. Do you like that?
No.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
Yep, I'm on that. Makes sense.
What's
What's
that
that
from? Sesame Street, I think.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
Oh, Rain Man.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
Okay.
You jump, I jump, right?
That's
That's similar to the bird line, really.
yeah. That seems,
And you'd rather be a bird if you're jumping because then you can't fly.
seems very suicidal.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Hmm.
That's about heroin use. Or George Pell.
Yeah, oh no.
Just because she likes the same bizarro crap doesn't mean she's your soulmate.
I don't like the word bizarro.
Neither. That's a bit.
Yeah, that threw me off.
When I'm around you, I kind of feel like I'm on drugs. Not that I do drugs, unless you do drugs, in which case I do all of them all the time.
That wasn't even one of the quotes.
Yeah, that one.
Was that from your heart?
But that's three
I'm
similar
going.
quotes.
I'm going the bird one.
That's yeah.
Lock
yeah,
in
yeah.
the bird.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird. Which reality TV show would you go on? Dinner date, first dates, Come
Yep.
Down With Me,
Yep.
Made in
Yep.
Chelsea, Big
Yep.
Brother, Towie, X Factor,
Yep.
Geordie Shore, Great British Bake Off.
Yep, all of them.
Pick one.
I don't even know what Towie is.
We'll go Towie then.
Oh,
The only way is Essex. Oh, that's where all those chavs are. Hello, yeah.
The only way is Essex.
Come get a road on my hamburger pussy.
I'm going on the British Bake Off.
You fat fuck. You've just done a fucking full English breakfast.
Yeah, now I want some
A
cake.
spaghetti for lunch.
Yeah.
And now you're going on the British Bake Off.
Yeah, I worked up my appetite flying like a bird.
Pick a male pop star to be best friends with.
Okay.
Calvin Harris, Mark Ronson, Sam Smith, Bruno Mars, Ollie Muse, Harry Styles, Robbie Williams, Enrique Iglesias, Michael Bublé.
It's Enrique, obviously. Heartthrob.
Okay. You got a medium popular person
Yeah,
in their early 30s.
yeah. Close
You have a
enough.
solid group of friends at school. You're still in touch with lots of them. You were never the loudest in the group, but you always had fun with the people you hung out with and have a clear sense of who you are. And you're never afraid to be a bird.
Wow, that got weird at the end, didn't it?
We should do a BuzzFeed quiz every podcast.
I do enjoy BuzzFeed.
I do.
They're
I
so
hate
trashy.
BuzzFeed, but I love those quizzes.
They're pretty good.
I love them. They make me feel like a 15-year-old girl again.
Again?
Help me feel 15-year-old girls.
Oh.
No, that's weird
Hey,
when
you
I
wanna do
say it.
this-
It's weird when I say
You want
it.
to do this quiz with me?
It only
Child
works,
at a park?
only works when Tom does the pedo jokes. It's just because it's not believable when I say it. Comedy comes from truth.
Hey, boys, I watched all 14 episodes in a week, and now I've caught... Oh,
I'm up
we've
to
read that.
16, bro. You got to go into... Remember how it's like a little bit in the middle? It's like a few down. Maybe Thursday or Friday. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like a different day.
Oh, it's got different
Fuck,
days.
he's dumb. Sorry about this, guys.
Okay.
He's got his special hat on.
We got that one?
Well, we did the podcast after that, so... Oh, no, that might be like
Aussie
yesterday.
Adventurers.
Yep.
G'day, boys. Love the podcast. I was listening to it the other day in the tractor while feeding some cows, and Frenchy's name got mentioned, and a cow looked at me in terror. So I was just wondering, how many cows have you rooted?
I reckon a lot of cow pussy. I do. About as many cows I've seen when there's been no one around.
Hashtag Frenchy is an alien. Get some more trash magazines to rip into. Enjoying the content, fellas. Keep it up. Well, we should have read that before.
Yep.
Because we didn't get a magazine.
But we got the
We did the
BuzzFeed quiz.
BuzzFeed,
We'll do
okay.
one trash thing a podcast, guys.
Legendary. This is such a good potty. I'm hooked, yo. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
Thought Tom was dead. Must have realised bevies with the boys was better than 14-year-old girls.
Wow.
Hashtag Tom's a pedo.
That is, you would
That was
never
brutal.
touch a girl.
Mirror. Sleep paralysis, but it's Frenchy saying the word mirror.
Mirror. Mirror.
Nope.
Uh,
Stay scientific, boys. You can't see gravity. Does that mean it doesn't exist, fucker? Hilarious show, but you need to talk more about toes.
oh, good question. Good point.
Yeah, more toes.
Okay. If someone had 6 toes, would that stop you sucking their feet?
No, it
No.
would encourage me.
Have you ever sucked a foot before?
No.
I have.
I don't-
I used to do a bit about it, actually.
I never asked you, man. I just know. You look like a toe sucker.
I don't do it on the reg. I've just done it once. I was like,
Yeah, once a week.
my own. While I'm wanking. Fuck, that'll be funny, but
Tom likes underage gay children. Keep up the
Wow.
good work. That was just fucking rogue.
that was too much.
Thanks, guys, for the awesome show and all the weird news I would miss out on. But your show delivers what we need to know.
Yep.
Can I please get a shout out from my 18th birthday?
Mm.
P.S. Tom, stop looking through my bedroom window. Not sure how you even got up here. I'm on the 4th floor.
Because you're a bird.
I'm a bird. I can fly.
Okay,
Can
thanks
fly,
for
I
that
fly.
lovely. I've actually been really enjoying on a lot of the videos and the Instagrams I post. A lot of people have been writing, love the podcast,
That's
sort of
nice.
stuff. And in real life, people have been saying, listen to fucking you, which is nice. And,
That's good, yeah.
It's good getting positive feedback because
It's the most consistent thing we've ever done in our lives.
It is. We've done every
We
week,
actually-
and the rewards are there. We're not earning money, but we're hopefully giving you a laugh, giving you something to think about.
Hopefully you're listening.
And
Hello? Just say hello back if you're listening.
we're going to finish off with the Bongwater High song again. Thank you for listening.
And I love you.
Pack me up a bong, don't take too long. I wanna smoke